It's a little stroll to, well, investigate a new area really, but also to take in a few ancient Celtic and pre-Celtic sites, and the end game is to suss out a location for a future wild camping spot. So although this is a walk, and I normally put my walks on Scott's Walks and Rambles, that channel, this one will probably be uploaded to my normal Stonecat Wales channel, as the whole point, the ultimate point, is to suss out a wild camping spot, and my wild camping vids go on that particular channel. But I've been here before. Just if I zoom in down there, that's the main road down there, crossing up from Barmouth, going up to Harlech, and ultimately onto Porthmadog. And that building there is Llanddewiway's Church, which is on the edge of Talybont. And down there, if you go to the right, another half mile or so up the road, is the edge of Dyffryn Nantllwyd village, and I've been to the burial chambers there. So I've got a 3.5 mile walk up to a lake called Llyn Irddyn, which is up in the hills there, and I just had it in my mind that that's my big good camping spot. So I'll be strolling up there. It's nice and hot at the moment, but nice and cool under these trees. But in another mile it'll be open hillside, so I dare say I'll be burning to death. I'll be passing an old field system called Cwrs y Gedol, and a few burial chambers and standing stones. So I'll be having a look at them en route. Bit of a view over there, which will improve as I go a bit higher up, and got the sand dunes down there. It's Benar Beach, and that line of hills going down there is the southern side of the Llyn Peninsula. Got someone zooming in there. You've got over there Recce and Recce going across, and I'll be getting over to Porthmadog that way. Llanbedr airfield down there. I know some of those hills quite well, so I live over that way. Cairngorch over there, Gairndee. That one there's Bulchmawr. That gap in the hills there is by a village called Llyn and Trevor. Not a Trevor, there's several Trevors in Wales. That's Arrival. And go further down, that roundish bump there, it's got a hill fort on top called Garnfadryn. Good weather for views today. Jays are getting excited. The jays are kicking off there, and there's a few small birds in there as well. There's an outside chance there's an owl perching that tree and you found it, so they're harassing it. Mi fod eich corsigedol hôl. This road goes around the hall and round to the back of it. It's private. That's Rwyddfa. It's Wales's highest mountain. Now across to that wall over there, that dry stone wall at least, all this land here is a Neolithic field system. As I said earlier, if you look down on Google Earth, you can see the old field boundaries, very small fields, obviously cultivated with things like sharp stones and deer antlers, that sort of business. It's possible later on they might have used a bit of iron. It's more likely to be late Bronze Age, Iron Age. I think this site's about 3000 BC, so it's well into the Bronze Age, but it would have been occupied from the earliest days right up to Roman times. This is called Corsigedol, and there's a burial chamber along this track somewhere. Nice scent off that hawthorn there. This is the Corsigedol burial chamber. One or more of our ancestors would have been buried under this. Nice capstone. Really big capstone. Must have taken some effort to get that onto the roof. It's obviously been quite an affair. There's all those loose stones over there. They would have been part of it. No doubt some of it ended up in that dry stone wall. That often happened in the past. Just plundered stones, not realising the importance of this antiquity. And this structure was ending up to 3000 BC. Probably a bit later. But these type of burial chambers can be found all over Europe, all over Celtic Europe anyway, before the rise of the Roman Empire. All these flying beetles are out today, these cockchafers. Big hatch of them. Hundreds of them here. Although interesting little tomb. The Duffer and Ardidwy ones, a couple of miles away, are they're well looked after. Of course, they're not too far from the main road, so lots of people can visit them. It's be nice to see this restored a little bit. Just get a crane in, lift the capstone, and put another couple of the uprights if they're still about. And then cement up the stonework. It'll still be here another 1,000 years, mind. Right, so carry on. This stream's having escaping. Found it was escaping on some very old maps. And it's a pack horse bridge. Went over this little stream here. This is, let's say, Avon escaping. This flows through the middle of the village of Talybont, lower down. I just noticed this inscribed stone here. A bit of a design there. 1762. H.E. Sire. A sire is Welsh word for a mason. Like a sire mine is a stone mason, sire coed is a joiner. H.E. is, there's a little D there, and that tells me his surname was Edwards. Edwards Sire. This was called Pont Vadog. There's a few Pont Vadogs around Wales. It's actually usually named after someone called Madog. Little bridge. Let's looking back over those fields there. Those flies have found me. First ones of the year. Having said that, I've just had the first grasshoppers of the year. Down here somewhere. And that's that land with the Codrigadol field system on. I can picked up the chirruping of the my audio might have picked that up. Ooh. First glimpse of Llyn Irddyn. A couple of people there, just had a little chat with them. Really nice couple. They claim I'm only the second person they've seen all day. They've done a circular walk which involves the bottom of that woodland there. There's a very ancient this stream going up the valley there, this the Gethin, which crossed earlier. There's a very old ancient route goes underneath those trees, and it goes round the back of this valley, and it goes round and across towards Llyn, comes down on the coast of Bontnewydd. Bontddu. There's an old pack horse bridge over there called Gethin. Not sure if I'll get there today. I'll ponder. I'm going to have a route round this lake first, as this was the target that I came for. And they got here a bit quicker than they anticipated, to be honest. So that's not too bad. Lots of gold here. I imagine it's the sort of place, if there was an island on this, a little rock sticking out or something, it would have a gold colony on it. This dry wall has got a barbed wire fence on it, so I strongly suspect it's actually a boundary between two different pieces of land. And also I noticed on Google Earth a rather curious alignment of walls, and the only reason I can think of that's happened is that whoever owns that land up there on the wall, historically, has had a right of access to the water for livestock to get to drink and that. And I think that's what those two walls are, just to allow that landowner's livestock to reach the water. That's my logic anyway. Could be a total load of rubbish. But, yeah, it looks quite nice here. It's dry underfoot at the moment, what it's like in normal weather. This sunshine's far from normal. Must be somewhere reasonable to pitch a tent. Damselfly there. Just noticed this tunnel down there. Some animals dug it. Goes under a stone there. But looks like the part of its bedding, which is being dragged out, is bits of plastic. They made a bit of plastic up here. Here. There. Not sure what will do that out. It looks rabbit size, but it just doesn't strike me as a rabbit. And we're back at Cadol burial chamber there, where it's on the route coming up. It's a mile from here back down to the road, so I'll be down there in about 20 minutes. Not a bad little walk, and ideal spot for a wild camp. It's just a pity it's so far away, but you can get the car if you needed to. Knock a third of that journey off, just over 3 miles from the main road. So not too bad at all, and very good underfoot. This bracken must obscure a lot of stuff. Probably more visually informative in the winter when it's all died back. A lot of bluebells here. Bluebells normally flower before the leaves come out on the trees and blot out all the light. It's almost like this bracken is simulating that. So once this bracken gets full height, with a month or so, it'll be chest deep. It'll be quite dark underneath. So probably simulates the trees in a woodland. Interesting. That looks like one tree. In fact, it's two growing up. There's a hawthorn there and an oak there. They're growing up side by side and sort of not growing into each other, but growing up and wedged against each other. Almost looks like there's two trees growing out of one. Novel.